Gather close, travelers, and heed what I say. For some things in Midgard should be left where they lay. Not every mound holds silver, not every grave holds gold. Sometimes it holds a Draugr with opinions loud and old. They do not stumble mindless like the tales men tell today. They remember every insult and the debts you failed to pay. They'll sit upon their burial throne with moonlight in their eyes and ask you why you've entered before attempting your demise. If the corpse starts talking, leave! Take your boots and simply flee. You cannot win an argument with something buried centuries. If the shadows start to breathe and your horse decides to leave, congratulations, little friend, you met a Draugr. Time to grieve. They can grow as tall as pine trees or shrink beneath your bed. They can crush a shield like kindling with the fingers of the dead. They guard their mounds with jealous hearts and treasure stained with time. And if you think I'll take one coin, well, that's your final crime. Glámr walked beneath the moonlight with a curse upon his name, and Grettir learned the hard way that the dead still play their games. Their strength is beyond mortal men, their hatred never sleeps, and they'll gladly drag your screaming soul into the midnight deeps. If the corpse starts talking, run! You have already lost, my son. No amount of brave intentions will improve what you've begun. When the fire dims to black, do not ever look back, for the dead can walk beside you, and they're terribly attached. Oh, Odin seeks his wisdom, Thor would swing his hammer high, Tyr would face them honor bound beneath the winter sky. Me, I prefer good judgment, a warm heart and a drink. Immortality is wonderful, but I'd still rather think. Besides, if I see glowing eyes beside an ancient hill, you'll find me halfway to Asgard, moving surprisingly uphill. Call it wisdom, call it caution, call me many things unkind, but I've yet to meet a Draugr worth discussing over wine. So bar your doors at sunset when the northern winds complain, and do not mock the restless dead or wander in the rain. For greed and grief and wickedness may bind a soul below, and some refuse the hell road when it's finally time to go. Remember this, dear travelers, should you hear a voice at night. If the burial mound says welcome, you should vanish from its sight. There are monsters in the 9 realms, and I met a fair amount, but the dead with unfinished business, those are the ones that count. If the corpse starts talking, leave. I cannot make this more concise. You've ignored at least 6 warnings and perhaps 7 pieces of advice. Raise a horn to those who fled, offer none to angry dead, and remember what the trickster said: some stories are best left unread. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear Thor approaching with a shovel. Apparently, he found a very interesting burial mound. Oh, for the love of Yggdrasil!